It's 100 questions for the 100th episode with me, Ryan Budds, facing off against my wife and partner in romance, Ashlee Starling-Budds, with questions submitted by you, the listeners. This is Trivia with Budds. It be? Welcome to episode 100 of the Trivia with Budds podcast. That bomb sound effect is letting you know that this is a monumental episode. This is 100. We've been doing the show for about 2 years, and I'm very excited. Have some fun news and a great episode for you to listen to. It's a nice long one. My wife and I sit down. We answer 100 questions, most of them submitted by people that like this show. So stay tuned for that. We've been doing this show since July 2016. So like I said, just about 2 years old. It's grown from a really small thing into a much bigger and better thing. So thank you so much for helping to make that happen. If you like pop culture, you are in the right place. There are over 120 other episodes you could check out that are all labeled by their titles. If you like baseball movies, we've done that. If you like culinary arts, we've done that. If you like Will Ferrell movies, we've done a ton of Elf-related material. Go back and check out the feed if you're brand new and see how else you could pass the time by listening to some audio-based trivia. I've been teasing a major announcement for the last few months for this big 100th episode, and the time has finally come to let you know what it is. Let's do that bomb sound effect one more time. All right, this is the news. Starting tomorrow and every day after, I'll be posting this show daily. That's right. You will have a daily dose of trivia on your phone, in your ears, in your car, however you listen to the show every single day, starting tomorrow, Wednesday, June 27th, 2018. Now, what will these daily episodes be about? They will be anything you can think of, anything you can possibly think of. I'll keep doing all the usual formats of the show, like having guests battle back and forth in topics they're good at. Me interviewing someone and asking them questions like we did with the creator of Hey Arnold, with Craig Bartlett. Mini episodes where I do 15 questions on a single topic like The Office or The Princess Bride or something like that. We'll be doing live episodes, man on the street type segments, but also I'll be doing tons of new things like quick calls with listeners of the show, questions from listeners trying to stump me, trivia book reading segments. I have all these crazy trivia books with great little quizzes in them, quick interviews with people around my town and where I live in California, and some real outside the box type games and things. You name it, I'll do it, and trying to insert some trivia into it. So episodes might be like 5 minutes long, they might be 20 minutes long, they might be 2 hours long. You never know what's going to happen. There's no set day or type of episode and when it goes up. So this will kind of eliminate me doing like a full-length episode on Tuesday and a mini episode on Thursday. It'll kind of be a grab bag. Any day you might have stuff. But we'll be putting out the show every single day, including weekends. So I'm super excited about it. Why am I changing the show? I thought it was the next logical move to try and make the podcast bigger and better. And there are a few podcasts that I really love that come out daily. So I look forward to those and like the little daily dose of those shows. So I kind of want to mimic that for people who like this show. And if you listen on weekends, for example, now you'll have a huge variety of stuff to check out from the whole week prior, and you can kind of pick and choose what you want to listen to, as a big chunk on the weekend. So I thought that would be kind of fun. Another huge part of me being able to do this is the support I've gotten on Patreon. So over the last 3 months or so, I started a Patreon page, and it's grown to a great deal of help in just income and helping me run this show. So I thought, one of my goals on there was like, if I make this amount of money from Patreon in a month, I'll start doing 2 mini episodes a week and that kind of thing. And I was looking at that and I was like, you know what? I should really go all in on this thing. And the fact that I've got any money at all, any money from people who like this show and like trivia and the way I present it, I am super grateful for it. So I'm going all in and doing the show every single day. Go to patreon.com/trivia with buds if you want to donate and help make the show bigger and better. And we have a ton of rewards and fun stuff over there for throwing a few bucks at the show. Patreon.com/trivia with buds. I do have to upgrade my podcast hosting service with Libsyn. I think it's 2 tiers I have to jump up to accommodate the new influx of episodes and the space and the storage they let you use on their hosting site. And it will take up more of my day to do the show daily, but I think the end result will be totally worth it for people who really like it. So that is kind of where the money would be going. If you go to patreon.com/trivia with buds, you can help keep this ship afloat. And special thanks to all my Patreon subscribers who have been supporting me over these last 3 months, including Brenda Martinez, Alexis Eck, Fiona Neville, Jess Whitener, Earl Clark, Kyle Bonin, Sarah McKevitz, Casey Becker, Carrie Moore, and Alex Dishwalla. You guys are the best, and thank you. So there you have it, guys. That's it. Trivia with Buds, the podcast goes daily starting tomorrow, and tomorrow's episode is all about the first lines of books. So get ready for that. Also get ready for this, a 100-episode bonanza, a 100 trivia question challenge with my wife, Ashlee Starling-Budds, and tons of questions submitted by listeners like you. Here we go. Sitting here in beautiful Laverne, California, across from my beautiful wife. That's right. I'm sitting here with Ashlee Starling-Budds for the 100th episode bonanza. How are you?
Good. I thought you were going to say for the 100th time.
For the 100th time.
I was like, that's not very nice.
I do make you sit while I record every podcast off to the side and just kind of stare there.
Yeah, because I have a lot of time to do that.
A lot of time, and I need a cheerleader. So,
Yep, that's me.
Thanks for deciding to do this with me, because I know you have other things you need to do, like take care
Wait,
of,
I had a choice?
to take care of all our children running around. But you love being a mom, right? You're the best mom in the world.
Oh, you're sweet.
And because you do so much with the kids, I get to do this podcast, which is becoming a daily thing. That's kind of cool. I announced that in the intro. What are your thoughts on that?
Go you, man.
Pretty sweet, huh?
Yeah, pretty sweet.
There's going to be a lot.
Wait, do I have to do a lot more of
Yeah,
these?
there's going to be a lot more of these where I'm like, ooh, hon, I need an episode for tomorrow. And then you're going to have to do like 30 questions on Star Trek.
Then in that case, I do not like this new idea.
All right. Well, we are going to sit down, you and I, and we're going to do 100 trivia questions. A lot of these were submitted by past guests of the show and listeners, Patreon subscribers, and just a bunch of random folks.
Which I loved because I didn't have to write them.
Yeah, you did write 10 questions for me, though, right?
I did.
That's how we're going to kick things off.
You are going to do terrible at them.
Oh, no. And you're very into the competition element of this.
I am.
You were telling me.
You kept trying to cheat. I was writing his questions and he kept coming over to the computer and trying to find little lame excuses to talk to me. It was all lies. You were just trying to see my Google search.
I was like, hon, I love you so much. And you just slapped me away. We are going to do 100 questions total, like I said, and we're going to kick things off with 10 questions that I wrote for you to try and guess. I think you will get most of these. I feel confident in that.
Yeah, I like your confidence in me.
And then we'll do.
That's reassuring.
And then we'll do 10 questions that you wrote for me, and then we got 10 from my friend Drew and 10 from my friend Patrick, and all these different people who wrote in with great questions, and we'll see how smart or how dumb we appear to be.
Sweet.
On this 100th episode.
I don't think it's fair to say dumb. Let's add in that it is almost midnight. I've been up since 5:30 this morning.
That's true. We had a
I think I get a little bit of
leeway.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you.
Okay.
I think that's about right. I am,
and I also had my one drink for the day.
Yeah, I haven't had a drink in 2 days. I'm 2 days into my no carb diet.
I just ate a bunch of Sheila G's brownie brittle.
Yeah, I opened the cabinet. Sometimes you and your mom go to Costco, and I come home and I open the cabinets and I'm like, holy shit, what is all this? And then today I noticed there was a hidden bag. Opened that bag, it was like 3 more bags of brownie brittle.
It was buy one, get one free.
I don't think it's that good.
Oh, I think it's amazing. I legit am pretty sure I've eaten 2 whole bags by myself.
You know why I don't like it? Because it's too crispy.
And that's why I love it.
I need
love
the
crisp.
chewy. I need a chewy part of the brownie and the crispy top. I need like a mix of both.
I'll eat a brownie, whether
Sure.
it's chewy or it's not. But I like the crisp. You know me, I overcook them.
That's
I
true.
overcook
That's
cookies.
true.
I like the crisp. It's exactly how I would make them if I was making.
If you were Sheila G?
If I was Sheila G, that's how I would make the brownie
She looks a
brittle.
little too fancy on that package, doesn't she? She has like a kerchief
Well,
on.
I also think it's like, did you make brownie brittle or did you burn your brownies?
Yeah, and put your face in a bag.
Yeah.
The old bag, right?
Whatever. I'll eat them.
I like how it's like, hey, got crumbs? Pour them on some cereal. Or like it gives you tips
yeah.
for what to do with the crumbs.
I just pour them in my mouth.
If you look in the very small print on the back, it says crumbs. It says snort them. Did you see that? I thought that was crazy. It's a wild thing. I'm going to do it when we're done. That's not on my diet.
What crumbs? I licked those bags clean.
I didn't eat a carb. I snorted the carbs.
There you go. Doesn't count.
All right, we're going to kick things off with 10 questions I wrote for you. We'll see how many of these you get. And if you're listening for the first time, play along. Write 1 to 100 on a big piece of paper and write down your answers and see how many of these you get.
I hope you have I just imagine like someone with like a roll of paper, like unrolling it, like a thing.
People send me score sheets sometimes that they make, like little custom ones. They're always
What's the thing
fun.
I'm thinking of? What's the word?
Ledger?
No, that's
Quill?
like a book.
A quill.
A quill's the pen.
Scroll.
There you go. That's the one.
Quill and scroll. All right, here we go. This is question
Was
number
that my
1.
question?
Yes. What is a quill? Yeah, that was my first question for you. You asked the question, I think, but that's all right. Here we go. Question number 1. Let's see if you know this one. The 3 main minions in the Minions movies
Oh my
are
God.
Kevin, Bob, and what S-named minion? Kevin, Bob, and who?
Steve
Oh, you were close with the first 2 letters.
Steinman.
Steinman. You think the minions' names are Kevin, Bob, and Steinman? Oh my God. We're off to a bang. 99 more questions.
Stacy.
No, Stewart. Oh. Kevin, Bob, and Stewart.
I was not close.
You're a fan of the Minions. You liked them from the first time we saw Despicable Me. And
Well, I don't know if you could say I'm a fan of the Minions, but go ahead.
Yeah, I feel like you've bought Minion things before, haven't you?
No, I don't know.
Nothing? Not before we had Annabelle? All right. I thought you were a big fan for some reason.
Hi, I'm Ashlee.
Oh.
We met.
No, we have not. We've been together how long?
A long time.
For 13 years, I thought you loved the Minions.
They haven't even been around 13 years.
I was way off. Here's number 2. Who played the character of Mary Stuart Gallagher on Saturday Night Live? Who played the
Molly
character?
Shannon.
Yeah, there you go. You got
Yeah.
1. That's the only one you get
And I'm
for the whole
smelling my
podcast.
armpits right now.
Yeah, you're like, ooh, brownie brittle. Save some for later.
Gross.
Number 3, what is the name of the blonde doctor, love interest, in the movie Roadhouse?
Oh, God.
What is that actress's name in Roadhouse, the
The
blonde?
real girl? Mm-hmm. Oh, I have no idea.
You don't know?
No, and the poster sits over my shoulder every day. You're giving me a heads up to stare at the
There's
case.
a VHS case.
I like that you think I can read that from here.
Oh, yeah, you don't have contacts. They got sent to our old address.
I do, but these are 2 weeks old. Yeah, no.
Kelly Lynch.
Yeah,
Kelly Lynch.
didn't know that.
Kelly Lynch and Patrick Swayze. Hot
Although
and heavy.
that poster literally is over my shoulder, and a lot of times Tommy will get distracted nursing and stops and stares at it, and I'm like, "That's your namesake."
Do you say it like that? Yeah. And then a big crunch into some brownie brittle.
Yeah, well, I brushed the crumbs off his face first.
That's gross. Poor kid. Yeah, we have a giant Roadhouse poster given to me by my friend Casey O'Connor. And it's, what would you say, 36 by 40 something inches?
Oh yeah, it's like a
huge
legit
movie poster.
huge movie poster. Yeah.
Turn the microphone so it's a little more by your mouth. There you go. It's like you don't do a podcast all the time. You should do a LuLaRoe podcast. You sell clothing. That's kind of fun.
Yeah, I do. Keep going.
Number 4. What is the name of the pirate whose treasure the kids are looking for in the Goonies?
One-eyed Willie.
It is One-Eyed Willie. You are 2 out of 4 so far. And I purposely asked you that question because you asked that question hosting trivia for me just a few weeks ago.
I did. I was just going to say this was one of your trivia
You
questions.
came in a bind. I had no host, and I had like a special event that popped up, and I couldn't pass it up. And I was like, will you host? And you're like, if I have to save the family. And you went there, and that was one of the questions.
I did.
You did a good job. You hosted 2 weeks in a row.
Thanks, love.
Did you have fun?
Yes, it was an adventure.
It was an adventure. Very good. Our whole life's an adventure, isn't it?
Every day.
Our whole life's like one big Zach Braff movie.
I don't know if I'd go that far.
Number 5. What color is Mr. Toad's car in The Wind in the Willows?
Oh, God.
What color car is it? So when you go on the ride, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, it's all different color cars. But in the movie, the cartoon, it's one color. What color is it?
Yellow?
It's not yellow.
Green.
It's not green.
Brown?
It's not brown.
Red.
It's red. You got on the 4th try. No points. Mr. Toad's car is red, from what I found online. I've never seen it. Have you ever seen The Wind in the Willows? No.
When you told me that earlier, you're like, there's a question about The Wind in the Willows. I was like, I don't know what that is.
It's like a bunch of animals, but they're like real fancy, right?
I have no idea.
Is that what it is?
Something.
This is like my...
It's a book. I know that.
This is like my interpretation of Handmaid's Tale, where I'm like, it's just like there's always...
in a room.
There's like a woman with a bonnet and a bunch of people in like an auditorium staring at her. What's that show? And you're like, Handmaid's Tale, but that's not the show.
Nope.
Like, that's the whole show. It's fancy animals with scarves and shit.
Pretty sure there's more to it.
Wind and Willows. Number 6. What company purchased the Honest Tea brand in 2012?
Oh, God.
I drink Honest Tea.
You're just trying... Are you doing a commercial for them right now?
Could be. If I do it enough, maybe
Are you
they'll send me
getting
some
paid
free
for
ones.
this?
I wish. Pay me in tea. You know what I want? I want a
Coke?
spout. Like water in your house, I want a tea spout.
Coke.
It is Coca-Cola. They bought Honest Tea in 2012. This guy, Seth something, made the brand, I think, in 98 and sold it, 15-ish years later. Can you imagine just coming up, you're like, it's just like basic tea. And then they're like, here's $1 billion. Like,
No, that's outrageous. And you solely support it by yourself.
There you go. Mm-hmm. You got that one. That's 3 for you on our first 10 here. Here comes question number 7. What beanbag company slogan is world's most comfortable seat? What beanbag companies?
Couch? Love sofa.
That's what we call
love
our couch
seat.
in this house. But
Yeah.
no, it is no, you're close.
Love sack.
Yes. You know what my clue was? Another word for scrotum.
Oh.
Would that have helped you out?
Nope. Gross.
Love sack. Love sack was correct.
Oh, come on. That was funny.
We have a love sack. It was donated to us.
Another word for scrotum.
Oh my God. You're out of your mind. How many drinks did you have? Half of one? You're snorting? This is great. 90 more questions. I'll see how much more snorting happens here.
Oh my God.
Love sack is we got one. We got a big green one, like a teal one. You can see like 3 people on it. Annabelle just dives into it, disappears.
We
got it from my friend Jessica Ward, who I used to work with, and she was like, "Hey, I have a small apartment. You have a big house. You want to take this?" And now we have it.
Sweet.
Do you think it's comfortable?
Yes. I have sunk in it many a times.
Have you ever fallen asleep in it? I haven't actually slept in it.
No. We have a bed.
That's true. Number 8, usually full of children, though. Mm-hmm. Number 8.
We should bring that to our room.
Just push the kids off the bed onto it? Yeah, that'd be great. Number 8. Whose butler is Peppermint Butler on the show Adventure Time? Whose butler is Peppermint Butler on Adventure Time?
Princess Bubblegum.
It is Princess Bubblegum. We used to be hooked on that show. I used to be, and then you used to kind of be like into it with me to a degree, and then we just, I don't know, we grew up.
Totally stop.
Number 9, the Enchanted Tiki Room just celebrated what anniversary at Disneyland? What number?
Snap.
This was a couple days ago. You went. What did you get me?
The pop vinyls.
The Funko Pop vinyl of the exclusive Disneyland Park Tiki. What does it say? I'm looking at it right now. Enchanted Tiki Room. It's Pele and Barker Parrot.
Yes.
It's like a little statue and a parrot.
54?
I'm going to give it to you because it's 55.
Gosh.
That was like as close as you could possibly get. And that was a good guess.
If I'd said 55, though.
I guess that would be the closest as you could get. Yeah. 55. Number 10. What actor guest starred on Scrubs as Spence, Turk's friend from college?
Oh.
Spence, Turk's friend from college. What do you think?
I have no idea.
You love this show, Scrubs.
I
and
do.
You love this actor. This actor got really famous, I don't know. I mean, he was famous at the time, but he got famous, I'd say really famous, 7 years later.
Ooh.
8 years later.
From TV or film?
Film. And now he's super famous. I'd say, top 6 in terms of making movies now.
Chris Pratt?
No. Good guess, though. Ryan Reynolds.
Oh.
Do you remember when Ryan Reynolds was on Scrubs? I don't remember it.
No.
I looked up Scrubs guest stars, and he was like the first one. I was like, he what? And I looked it up. That's all it said.
How funny. No, I
And
totally don't
Spence,
remember
one of
that.
your favorite male names.
Spencer. Yes, I do love Spencer.
So that was the first 10 questions. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got better than 50%. That's pretty
That's not
good.
terrible.
And if you're playing along at home, we're going to jump into 90 more questions. So sit tight. You could break up this episode into chunks, or you could just play it all the way through. And let me know your score in a tweet at RyanBudds, RyanBudds, or Trivia with Buds on all social media and stuff. I'd like to know what your score sheet looks like if you're writing down the answers and how many you've got so far if you're playing along, or send me your whole score after the 100. Here is questions 11 through 20 from Ashlee to me. Let's see how many of these I can get.
All right, you're going to hate my questions. You ready?
Okay. Are they tough?
I think so.
Okay. Here's number 11.
I feel like I have a bug on me. All right. Where did cornhole or bags
Yeah.
originate?
What state? Or is
Where did it originate?
it's too vague?
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No.
On a farm?
No. Like a proper noun.
The United States?
No.
This is way too vague of a question.
No, it's not.
Doesn't
Where
make
did
any
it
sense.
originate?
Where in terms of what?
In terms of a proper noun location.
Like a city?
Not a city.
A state? Why can't you at least
What?
tell me? I would still be guessing. I have no idea. Kentucky.
Is that your final answer?
No, there's a lot of corn in Iowa. So I'm going to say Iowa. Final answer.
Germany.
Really? They created it?
Yeah. In like the 14th century.
And it was called cornhole?
I don't know exactly what it was called, but they was like the bags and like the beanbag game.
You should have definitely just asked me what country then. 'Cause that was
But then you would have just said the United States, and it was
true.
a trick question. So I said, where?
you got
That's
me
why I
Starling.
wouldn't confirm state because it wasn't a state.
You got me.
All right. What was the top grossing film of the year you were born? 1985.
Top grossing film of 85 was definitely Back to the Future.
Ooh, correct.
And I have Back to the Future 2 on VHS to my right. Which was a
How much
result.
money did it make?
Ooh, back then, 85, I'm going to say 250 million.
Holy shnikes, 210 million.
Ooh.
You're
that was
very
pretty
close. That's very close.
That would probably be what, like 800 million now?
I don't know, but what I thought was interesting was it had the theaters that it was released in, like the number of theaters, and it was like almost 1,000 less than whatever the number 2 movie was.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I thought that was interesting.
That is kind of weird that they wouldn't have it in the most, like
The
3,000
most
or
theaters
whatever.
to be in. Yeah, I thought it was interesting. All right. So you got one. Good job.
Thanks. Are you marking them so we can see how many we get?
Sure.
Just put a little check. That's good. By the way, you're using a marker that Annabelle literally took to a MacBook that I just got from a friend and just drew all over the MacBook. Luckily, we got it off with a magic eraser if anybody ever has a kid do that.
Yeah,
Use
because
a
those
magic-
things are amazing.
Yeah.
They legit will
I
take
got
anything
shot
off.
the other day, wiped it right out.
All right. When did Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles first appear?
When?
Yeah, like
year?
what year was their first appearance?
84.
Correct.
I know Ninja Turtles and I know Back to the Future.
All right. Next question. I don't know
My
what
favorite
number
turtle?
it is.
Raphael. Is that your question?
No.
Okay. What's the next one?
Why?
He's got a good temper, but he's kind of fun. That's
Is
like
he
me.
the angry one?
Yeah. Wouldn't you say I'm kind of
Yes,
like that sometimes?
you're angry.
I'm not angry. I swear when I hurt myself, like the other day, you pulled a stack of paper out in front of my fingertips and I got a paper cut and I swore really bad and you took it bad. But I just swear when I get angry. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And you take it as I'm swearing at you, but I'm just swearing because that's what I've always done. Next question. All right. It looks like I'm sleeping in that love sack tonight.
Yeah, you are. What is the name of the diner on Seinfeld?
Monk's Diner.
Damn it, I knew you'd know
Come
it.
on.
I
Monk's
looked up
Diner.
the most difficult Seinfeld trivia, and that was one of them.
There's no way that was on the difficult.
It was on a difficult Seinfeld list.
That's crazy.
I didn't know it. I also didn't watch Seinfeld. Here's a weird one.
Okay.
And the only reason I'm picking it is because I read an article about them the other day, and I think they're cute.
Okay.
What is the age gap between Megan Mullally and Nick Offerman?
Megan Mullally.
Megan Mullally.
And Nick Offerman.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty big. I think she's older than him by 15 years.
Final answer.
Yep.
12.
Ooh.
She was 42 when they met, and he was only 30.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know he was that young. Because he's what, like 40 now?
They've been together 12 years.
So
I don't know.
Yeah, so he's like 42 and she's like 55.
Yeah, something like that.
Interesting. She doesn't look 55.
No, and especially now with his huge beard, he looks, I would have thought he was older.
He's from near Joliet, Illinois.
Yes.
That's where he was grown up to fish and make stuff out of wood. Next question.
The highest selling board game of all time. Would you like it to be a multiple choice question?
Yes.
Okay. So here are the top 3.
Okay.
Do you have to put them in order then?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's your game.
All right. Monopoly.
Okay.
Stratego.
Yeah,
there you go.
All right.
Or chess.
See, I was first thought Monopoly, and then I'm like, ooh, what about chess? It's got to be chess. Chess is like the Bible. You know how it's like, oh, the Bible's always the best.
I've never played chess.
I've never read the Bible. I have read the Chess Bible, which got me through some tough tournaments in high school. It was, let's see. I'm going to say it's chess.
That's correct.
Nice.
So put the rest in order then.
Monopoly, Stratego.
No.
Stratego sells more than Monopoly? There's
That's
no
supposedly
way.
That's what it said.
That's what
I didn't even know what Stratego was.
Yeah, you call it Stratego.
Stratego.
Megan Mullally likes Stratego. It's her favorite game. All right. What question? What number are you on?
I don't know. How are we numbering these? We just went 17. I'm on
17. Okay. Number 17.
All right, here you go. Ready? This is one of your favorite songs.
Yes.
Fill in the blank of the lyrics.
Okay.
Ready? I never meant to cause you any pain. I only wanted to one time to see you laugh. I only wanted to see you blank, 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 purple rain. What are the 3 blanks?
I never wanted to see you. Say it again, the whole thing.
I never meant to cause you any pain. I only wanted to one time to see you laugh. I only wanted to see you blank, 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 purple rain.
Laughing in the Purple Rain, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good song. Good
you
lyric.
almost didn't know it.
I thought I was crying. I didn't know what was happening for a second.
That's later in the chorus. He says something about crying in the
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, 18.
All right.
Here's a fun little Ryan and Ashlee trivia history lesson. When we started dating, we watched Nip Tuck constantly, all seasons of Nip Tuck. How many episodes were there of Nip Tuck?
In total?
In total.
Let's see. I think there were...
Put your cell phone down, cheater. There's no cell phones in trivia.
Getting ready for the next thing. I think that there were 7 seasons of the show total, but they were short seasons, like 13 episodes. So I'm going to say... I don't know how to do math. So
you better hurry. The baby's moving.
Is he really?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, no. I'm going to say there were 90 episodes.
Final answer?
No. 105.
Final answer?
Yes.
100.
Oh, exactly?
Exactly.
Damn.
They shortened the final season, and they only ordered enough episodes to exactly hit 100 episodes.
For syndication, probably. That's crazy, but that was my first thought, and then I decided not to go with it.
Always go with your gut.
I'm dumb. Is the baby up?
He fell back asleep. All right.
Another
fun little trivia tidbit between us. We fell in love over a great movie called Prospero's Books.
Oh my God. If any listener has ever seen Prospero's Books, or if you've never heard of it, just YouTube it and
watch it.
Do mushrooms. But actually, don't even do any drugs. You'll feel like you're doing mushrooms.
Don't do anything. Just watch it.
It's a crazy-ass British movie based on The Tempest, and we had to watch it for extra credit for a class with a very eccentric teacher we had named David Banish. And it was just insane.
When did it come out?
Oh, God. 1992.
Oh, 91. You were so
close. I knew it was early 90s because I watched a documentary on it. It was we were out of our minds. That was the whole documentary. Is that all 10?
No, one more.
All right. How many checks do I have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5. Okay.
Ready? Mm-hmm. Your last one.
Mm-hmm. This is to tie with you so far.
When did you...
What are you gonna...
Your face.
Well, you're doing some weird hand gestures, too. It was very grandiose.
I'm trying to build suspense.
Okay.
I'm tired.
Sure.
When did you first tell me you loved me?
Oh, I remember. It was in my parents' basement, 2005. It had to be 2005, right? Or was it early 2006? Is that what you're looking for? What are we looking for?
An event.
Oh, you bought me tickets to a Bon Jovi concert in Milwaukee, and we drove there from Macomb, Illinois. We saw the Bon Jovi concert, and I told you later that night in my parents' basement, which it was in the house my mom just sold a couple weeks ago.
There you go. See,
did I get that one?
You did. I got tired of writing.
Was that the tying question?
It was. I got tired of writing and Googling up things, so I threw one in about us.
There you go.
Oh, and you nailed it.
I nailed it. And then I nailed it. Yeah.
You're
Boom.
gross.
Mm-hmm. 2 kids.
I was going to say no.
So now we tied 6-6. That's pretty good.
All right. Now where do we go?
This normally would be where we'd end the podcast and be like, all right, well, that was fun.
But no.
We have a lot more podcasting to do. We are going to do these questions together. This next set of 10 comes from my friend Drew Freudenberger, a comedian friend of mine I met, I think, around 2008. He was hosting a show I think I did near Wisconsin. He lives in Wisconsin. He's a trivia host up there. So Drew sent me some great questions, and we have a bunch more from him later. But in this quick little chunk, we're going to do 10 together. So I'll read the question, and we'll kind of talk about it, you and I, and we'll see if we can figure it out. And then I have the answers on my phone ready to go.
No cheating.
So here we go. Question number 21, if you're playing along at home. The answer has first and last initials that begin with the same letter. An artist painted Guanerica and the old guitarist. What do you think that means?
I don't understand.
Number 21. The answer has first...
Is this all like Jeopardy style?
I think just this one is like that because the other ones don't seem that way. The answer has first and last initials that begin with the same letter.
The answer to what?
To the question, I'm guessing. The answer has first and last initials.
What's the question?
That begin with the same letter. Artist painted Guanerica and the old guitarist. Do you know anybody that painted something called the old guitarist?
No, I don't know what this means.
But like, here's an example. An artist... Oh, I'm going to say it's...
Like Vincent van Gogh?
Yeah, and that would be VV.
VV?
Or Pablo Picasso, PP. So... What?
Those are our 2 guesses. Yeah. For the answer.
I don't. Do you think? Okay. What do you think?
And what are the names of the paintings?
Guanerica, I think, or
and what?
It's Guernica.
And what's the other one?
Guernica.
And what's the
and
other
the
one?
old guitarist.
I'm gonna go Van Gogh.
Van Gogh. All right, let's look it up here. Pablo Picasso.
You cheater.
Well, we're not. I didn't. I went with you.
You cheated.
I went with you. I did not cheat.
You have the answers in front of you.
I just looked at it for the very first time.
He's cheating.
Question number 22. According to the Old Testament's recount of Noah's Ark, what type of bird returns to Noah with an olive branch in its mouth? Didn't you do like a world religion class?
I did.
They probably don't spend a lot of time on Noah's Ark in that class because there's so many religions.
No. Dove?
A bird that brings Noah an olive branch in its mouth? Yeah, I guess that sounds right. You want to say dove?
Yeah.
I'll go with dove. It's a great soap.
It's going to be like a penguin. The dodo.
It's a dove. Nice job.
Nice. Look at
we'll
me.
Get a check. I'm putting a check next to that one. A penguin. There's a deleted scene in Happy Feet. Number 23. Which cartoon canine was accompanied by friends named Fred, Velma, Daphne, and Shaggy?
Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo. Don't even have to look that one up. Drew. But Drew, these are great questions. Thanks for sending them in. Number 24. What Dr. Seuss book is known as El Gato Ensombrerado in Spanish?
The Cat in the Hat.
That's got to be it, right? Let me check that out.
Well, yeah, it's Gato is cat. Yeah, come on, man.
Mm-hmm. Also, the last one was Scooby-Doo.
You woke the boy.
I woke the boy. Should we take a quick pause for the cause?
Yeah, I got to go get him.
All right, we're back with question number 25. This one starts with Russian author, so I don't think we're going to do so hot. Do you know any Russian authors off the top of your head?
Stolsky or something?
Tolstoy. War and Peace. That's what you're thinking of?
Is he Russian?
You said Stolsky.
Yeah, Is it vodka?
It sounds like a vodka deli. 25. Russian author. Oh, it gives you the name.
Oh.
But it does not help. Fyodor, Fyodor, Fyodor Dostoevsky. I know that name. Is that his first name? We're dumb. Wrote which psychological novel in 1866 in order to help him pay off his gambling debt? Any ideas?
It's not multiple choice?
No.
Oh, God.
I'm just looking this one up because I don't even have a guess.
I have nothing.
I can't even say the name.
Give me a clue.
It was The Cat in the Hat. No. It was, Crime and Punishment. That's what we were thinking of when you said war, when we said War and Peace. I knew there was another
Yeah,
book.
we didn't know it.
We're
going.
dumb. All right. 26. Oh, what are these names? What Tchaikovsky?
You must be dealing
ballet?
with a lot of smart people.
Yeah. Tchaikovsky Ballet is at the center of the 2010 film starring Natalie Portman and Mila Kunis.
Black Swan.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
That's not the name of the ballet, though, is it?
That's the name of the movie. What's the question? I didn't even let you finish the question.
What Tchaikovsky Ballet is at the center of the 2010 film starring Natalie Portman and Mila Kunis?
Oh.
Swan Lake?
Yeah.
Is that a thing? Ballet? Swan Lake?
Try it.
Swan Lake in the film Black Swan is what it says.
Yeah,
so I think
we're
we're both
right.
kind of right. Yeah.
I like it. Oh, look, we complete each other.
Oh, perfect.
Aw, that was cute.
Don't they do some raunchy stuff to each other in that movie?
I think so, but I think it's like all a dream. Like, isn't it like not real or something?
Maybe. I think I only watched that
I
part.
don't know.
on
I've never seen it.
I think I looked that part up on YouTube one time.
Yeah, it's not surprising. You creep.
Here's number 27. Introduced in 1964, what Marvel comic superhero has been called the Man Without Fear? I know this one. Do you know it? The Man Without Fear? Marvel?
Captain America?
No. Daredevil. He's the Man Without Fear.
Oh.
So we did get that one. And then we got 28. What A word is a legal term that comes from the Latin meaning elsewhere? An A word that means elsewhere. Latin word means elsewhere. Anywhere?
I got nothing.
I'm going to say anywhere. Let's check it out. It is not that. Alibi. That makes sense. Like, where were you? Elsewhere.
Nope.
That's how you would use
Keep
it.
going.
And the last two questions here from this chunk of questions from Drew. Number 29, the 80s, 90s sitcom A Different World was a spinoff of what other sitcom?
I don't know what that is. So you
Different
have,
World? That's
yeah.
definitely Cosby Show. Because I've seen it, and it is the Cosby Show. Yes. And number 30, what reality TV series drops two people in the wilderness and forces them to survive for weeks with no equipment or supplies whatsoever, not even the clothes on their backs?
Oh, you have a friend that worked on that show.
Yeah, who worked on that I know?
Pat?
Oh, Pat Francis. Yeah, that's right. It's called
Naked and Wild. Or
Naked and Afraid? Naked and Alone?
No, that's not it.
It is Naked and Afraid.
Well done.
I was right. Nice job, me. All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 7 out of 10 of those. That's not bad. Do you feel good about that?
Yeah, it's a C.
We did get a C. I guess that's not good when you do the math on the letter grade.
All right, let's move on.
Yes, we're jumping into questions 31 through 40. If you're playing along at home, these are from past guest and genetic scientist Patrick Aghajanian. Aghajanian. That's it. Patrick Aghajanian. And he wrote some good questions, and you're going to ask those to me.
Do you know him?
Yeah. No, do I know the questions? No.
Oh, okay.
I know Patrick.
Well, no, the questions, not Patrick.
No.
Okay.
What is the
So
premise?
I've already read them all, so I'm not playing. This is just on you.
This is just you asking
This
me.
is stuff you love. This is a straight up like Jeopardy round where, or no, Wheel of Fortune, where it
Okay.
like does the before and after, where the
like
words.
Murphy, Brown, Recluse, Spider?
Yes.
That kind of stuff?
Exactly. 100%.
Love it. Murphy, Brown, Recluse,
But
Spider.
these are movie and TV title mashups.
Oh, okay. Movie and TV titles.
So I'm
This
going
is
to give you a
interesting.
description.
Okay. Let's see
And
if
you
we can
tell
do
me
these.
what it is. Okay.
All right.
Oh, hold on. Okay. All right. Sorry. Okay. Movie
see here.
title. So here's his. Do you want his example?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay. So his example. A boy who never ages and the kids he has stolen away from their home in England come face to face with horrible monsters and fascists in Spain during the 1940s.
What? The Curious Case of Benjamin Button?
No.
Tender Buttons?
Peter Pan's Labyrinth. So Peter Pan, a boy who never ages and the kids that he has stolen away from their home in England. And then Pan's Labyrinth, they come face to face with the horrible monsters and fascists in Spain during the 1940s. So Peter Pan's Labyrinth.
Okay, Peter Pan's Labyrinth. That makes sense. It's always a movie and a TV show? Or
No, those were both movies.
But all the rest are movie TV shows or no?
No. There's one that's a movie and a TV show.
Okay. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Here we go. Number 31.
After forming a life-lasting bond as the first Viking to have a dragon, Hiccup leaves Toothless for the ever more interesting Dragon with Sean Connery's voice.
Oh my God. I have no idea what you're talking about. I know that is part of his Dragonheart.
Yes.
Okay.
And the other one, I don't
Train Your Dragonheart?
Yep. There you go.
That was just a guess.
So you got that. So there you go.
Okay. I guess the first part I had no idea. I've never seen
So what
that.
questions are we on?
That was
10,
31.
20. Okay, so here's 32. Okay. These New York metropolitan men in a midlife crisis decide they need to find themselves by going on a cattle ranching adventure while their wives stay back and gossip about their sexual escapades.
Sex in the City Slickers. Sex in the City Slickers.
There you go. Good job. Darth Vader gets revenge in Hill Valley in the 1950s, and this time he doesn't melt any brains. No DeLoreans necessary.
What was the first word?
Darth Vader gets revenge in...
Empire Strikes Back to the Future.
Yes.
Yeah. See, these are... Once you kind of get the click...
Then you can figure it out.
There's a click that happens, yeah.
Flick goes on a journey to find warriors to battle the grasshoppers that have been terrorizing his colony since forever. Though, part of the way through, he gets shipwrecked and stranded on a boat with a tiger. Don't ask me how an ant gets stranded with a tiger. I'm not interested in the logistics. I felt like Pat Sajak.
Patrick got very creative with these, if he wrote
did.
these little comments.
Super clever.
That's Bug's Life of Pi.
Very good.
We saw Life of Pi on Thanksgiving. Remember that?
We did.
And we were like...
It was our first Thanksgiving in California.
And I was like, we'll do this every year. And that was the only year we did it.
Oh, we maybe did it the second year.
What movie would we have saw?
I couldn't tell you, but I think that we did it the second year as well.
Life of Pi was good. We saw it at Universal City Walk and AMC in Burbank area.
Yes.
That was good. Good movie. Great movie to see on the big screen.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Book's better.
All right.
I'm one of those snobs.
Yeah.
All right, 35.
When you tell me the book's better, I immediately don't. I'm like, I'm never reading the book.
I know. It's because you're a jerk. Simba is caught in the jungles of Africa and brought to New York, where he escapes and somehow ends up on top of the Empire State Building fighting off the military.
Lion King Kong.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be Lion King of Queens.
Oh, clever.
Escapes and then meets
With
Kevin
TV.
James.
I got it. Clever. Agents J and K neutralize a ballet dancer who is cast in the lead role of the ballet Swan Lake, causing her to slowly
What
lose her mind.
are
That's
the
funny.
odds?
That's funny.
That's Men in Black Swan.
Yes.
That's crazy. We were just talking about that.
That's really funny. Aliens attack Earth on the 4th of July, which coincides with the dead rising and walking the Earth.
Independence Day of the Dead.
Yeah.
I want to see some of these mashups.
Robert Downey Jr., Ben Stiller, and Jack Black are trying to film an action film in Vietnam, but when Stiller gets captured and taken to the Bahamas, it's up to James Bond to save him.
Tropic Thunderball.
Good job.
I've never seen a lot of the Bond movies. Have you?
No, because I was going to say I don't know what Thunderball is.
I've never seen a lot of the old ones. I should go back and watch them.
All right, 39. A waitress decides to put everything on the line to become a professional boxer, including leaving her infants behind. Good thing they can fend for themselves as they have a ridiculously high IQ.
$1 Million Baby Geniuses. Oh, that should be a movie. Because at first I was like, wait, she leaves her baby infants to go be a boxer? And I'm like, oh, wait, no, there's a genius thing involved.
All right, so this is 40?
Yes.
Okay. Dark Helmet gets fed up with battling Lone Star and stops showing up for work. He plans on living the rest of his days in comfort by stealing small fractions of air over a long period of time. It worked in Superman 3.
This is tough. Wait, let's see. Stealing air? Yeah, so it's Spaceballs and then... I don't know. What, the second half?
Go to the TV show.
Oh, it's a TV show?
For the other
Stealing
half.
air?
I don't get...
No, that's from Spaceballs.
I don't get the TV show reference. I don't know where the TV show
Can you read it
is.
one more time?
Dark Helmet gets fed up with battling Lone Star and stops showing up for work. That might be the only TV reference.
Okay. Because I would say, yeah, all the other stuff
He
is from
plans on living the rest of his days in comfort by stealing small fractions of air over a long period of time. It worked in Superman 3.
Okay, so Spaceball... Oh, Office Spaceballs?
There you go. Oh, Office Space.
Office
is not a
Space.
TV show.
Yeah, that's a movie.
Yep.
You were thinking The Office, probably.
I was thinking of The Office.
Office Space, because that they steal fractions of pennies or something.
Gotcha. You got a 100%.
Yeah, that makes me feel good.
And smart.
Nice job. Thank you so much for those, Patrick. Patrick Aghajanian, you can go back and check him out. He had a great episode where he told me about working with genetics just a few weeks back. Go check that out in the feed. Thanks, Patrick. Here are questions 41 through 50. These are 10 questions from another past guest named Jim Fields, who just started hosting trivia in Nebraska. He goes by the name the Askin Nebraskan.
I like it.
Which I think I came up with, and I was like, you should use that. And he told me that's what he started using.
I like it.
So Jim is on episode 70, and we did an episode called How to Host a Trivia Night. He hit me up with a bunch of questions, and I said, let's record this and put it out as an episode. So that is the kind of fun stuff that I'll be doing now that I'm doing the show daily.
Right.
That would be a perfect episode in the future. If somebody was like, how do you do this kind of thing? How do you record a podcast? That kind of thing.
Which you also just got the question recently.
Yeah. And I had made a video about how I record with a Zoom H6. So you can go to the Trivia with Buds YouTube page if you want to check that out. But yeah, that will be the fun and flexibility of the podcast going forward. And these are 10 questions about candy from Jim Fields. If you live in Nebraska, try and play trivia with him. And here are the questions. You ready? These are 10 for you.
Oh, boy.
Question 41. What color M&M was retired to make way for the blue M&Ms in 1995?
Oh, crap.
Were you and I just talking about this?
Yes.
I think you read this to me off of
I
something.
did.
What color was retired?
Is it like black or something?
Not really.
Gray.
Tan. It was tan.
Which is lame because there's already a brown.
Yeah, isn't it weird they would have a tan and a regular brown?
Yeah, that's
weird.
stupid.
Number 42 in the 1982 movie E.T. the Extraterrestrial.
Hate it. Skip the question.
Yeah, you do hate this movie. What candy does E.T. love?
Reese's Pieces.
That's a nice easy one, right? He had you in mind. He knew you would miss that first one. So they gave you the second one. Number 43, Snickers was named after an animal that the inventor's family owned. What animal was it? The inventor of the Snickers bar, his family.
A dog?
It was a horse.
What?
A horse. A horse named Snickers. I don't want to ruin your birthday surprise, but I bought you a pony. His name is Milky Way. I screwed it up real bad. Number 44. What candy was included in the rations for the U.S. soldiers during World War II because it was found to have a long shelf life?
Lifesavers. No? Oh, I do know this one, though. Tootsie Rolls.
It is Tootsie Rolls. I'm going to give that to you because I think you also told me
I was going to say I do know
you
that
give me a
one.
lot of did you know
I
at
do.
home.
I'm really good with those. And most of the time you just ignore me.
Of course. You sound like a newscaster and most just walking around the kitchen.
I do.
Number 45. What candy bar was originally packaged to include 3 separate pieces of candy flavored vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry? So it was a candy that was originally packaged to have 3 separate pieces.
Is it Necco wafers?
It is not. One more guess. I remember reading this somewhere too. Number 45. Anything?
I got nothing.
3 Musketeers.
Oh.
So originally it was 3 little mini bars. And
Shut
one
up.
was
I didn't know that.
Vanilla, chocolate, strawberry. And then they switched it all to nougat, I guess.
Interesting. I don't like nougat.
Maybe that was the chocolate one. I don't know. I haven't had a full-size 3 Musketeers bar since I was really little.
I don't really like them.
I used to like them when I was
nougat.
I want to say between 5 and 10, I was getting 3 Musketeers bars for some reason.
Well, that's weird.
And then I feel like they started advertising to like the soccer moms. And it was like, you know what I mean? They started making them smaller and bite-sized. And it was like, oh, just have one. Like if you're on a diet, you know? I think that was the ad. It was just like, oh, just come on. Just
Some
have one.
sassy like mom jean commercial.
Yeah, like
he's like over there shaking in his seat too.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Who are you talking about?
The ghost in the corner eating Three Musketeers.
I love when Annabelle will be like, she'll come and smack me or something. I'm like, who did that? And she's like, it was a ghost.
Named Marley.
Yeah, I was like, what's the ghost name? She's like, Marley. And I'm like, that's probably a real ghost that she talks to, and she just blames stuff on him. All right, here we go. This is number, try not to think about that. 46. What candy bar?
We could go off on a whole bunch of
we could do a whole ghost cast. We could do that as a daily episode.
Oh my God, we could have Mom on it and tell ghost stories too.
Ghost cast. Ooh, and then we'll just slip in some trivia.
Ghost with Buds.
The genius of this show is that you could literally be like, you could just talk about anything. At the end, you're like, yeah, what's the capital of Ohio? Good night. You know?
Peace out, mother.
Peace out, motherfucker. Number 46. What candy bar consists of a coconut center covered in dark chocolate? If you like this and you listen to the show, you're banned.
I was going to say a disgusting one.
Disgusting. Dark chocolate. Whose
Throw
idea
it all
was
away.
this?
Throw it all in the trash.
Mounds.
Disgusting.
Terrible.
Those are the ones we throw out in Halloween candy. We just straight up throw
I don't
away.
even let them go in the bag. If they go to put it in the bag, I go,
nope, it's closed.
I'll take an old button if you have that. Number 47. You ever had an old button bar? That's a candy bar. You've never had an old button?
No, you're joking.
It was an old button. It came in 3 flavors.
Vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry.
Nope, they were all just button. It was a very poorly
Dirty
marketed.
laundry, lint, and fabric softener.
Ooh, linty. When you take a bite. Number 47. In 1998, a warehouse worker in the UK was sentenced to 5 years in prison for stealing over 300 tons of what candy bar? What candy bar? 1998. 300 tons.
In the UK?
That's 2,000 pounds times 300.
In
That's
the UK?
In the UK. This is a weird one. We don't really, they have it over here, but you never see it. It's a Mars bar.
Oh,
you wouldn't have guessed that, right?
No.
Okay. Number 48. What candy slogan is makes mouths happy? We have these in the cabinet.
Twizzlers?
It is Twizzlers. Yep. Remember Twizzlers Pull and Peel when those first came out? That was revolutionary.
Yeah, I don't like the weird flavored ones either.
No, you got to have just standard Twizzler. Twizzler or Red Vine? What would you rather have?
Red Vine, 100%.
So
Always
gross.
Red Vine. Always Red Vine,
Tastes
hands
like
down.
an old couch cushion.
Oh, they're delicious.
Don't
You're out
like
of your
it.
mind.
No, you got to have a Twizzler. I need that
You're
fake.
sleeping on the love sack.
49. On what candy wrapper might you find an Indian shooting an arrow at a star?
Tootsie Pop.
How do you know that? I've never even thought
Tootsie
about
Pop.
that. Tootsie Pop is right. Nice job. You got a couple of these I probably didn't mark.
No, probably not.
Yeah, you're right. Number
You got
50.
two,
Here's
maybe.
your last of this chunk. Which flavor is not a flavor of original fruit Skittles? Cherry, orange, strawberry, or lemon?
Strawberry.
That's right. You got that one. You got 3 and 4. That's not bad. You got 4. And now we're jumping into questions 51 through 60. These are 10 questions from an Upland, California last name brewing trivia player named Brian Salyer.
Oh, I
Brian
have these
Salyer.
questions.
Yeah, you have these questions. You're to read these to me. 10 questions from Brian Salyer. I said, do you want me to plug anything, Brian? He said, I just want you to tell people, no matter what you do in life, don't be an asshole.
That's all you need to
That's
know.
what he wanted plugged. And
I like it.
I like it
Brian.
too. Thanks, Brian. Here's 10 questions from him. Let's see how many I can get.
All right, ready? What classic TV character's real name was Jonas Grumby?
TV character named Jonas Grumby?
Yes. Classic TV character.
I'm going to say Gumby.
Grumby was the name. Jonas
I know.
Grumby.
My guess is the green guy Gumby. Maybe that's his
Incorrect.
full name or something.
The skipper from Gilligan's Island.
Oh, I never would have got that. That's a good question, though.
That is good.
It's pretty tough.
What number are we on? 52?
52.
What explorer is credited with discovering Florida while searching for the Fountain of Youth?
Columbus?
Juan Ponce de Leon.
Ponce de Leon. I'm 0 for 2.
It's okay. I got like nothing on the last one. 53. What college football team? Sorry, these printed really tiny and
Also, you can skip this one because I don't know any college football teams.
All right.
UCLA. No, just read it for people that do like it.
Oh, all right. Fine. For all you listeners, here you go. What college football team plays its home games at Beaver Stadium?
I don't know. I feel like we should high five over Beaver Stadium. But I do
That
not.
is Penn State.
Oh, is it?
Penn State. And then in parentheses, he says it's not Oregon State. Tricky question.
It's a tricky question for anybody who watches wrestling instead of real sports. To tell you
I
the
would say
truth.
it's a tricky question if you don't know football, because
Yeah.
I don't know the joke either.
Although I would have guessed Oregon because my coworker Danny Wilkinson he went there and he wore the
Beavers stuff.
all the time. No, wait, no, I'm thinking of the Ducks,
Yeah.
Oregon Ducks. Wow, I'm real dumb. All right, go ahead. Next one.
Yeah, that's, yep. Mhm. All right. What classic arcade game came out first? Donkey Kong? Galaxian? Is that how you say that?
Galaxian?
Galaxian?
Yeah.
Frogger or Pac-Man?
Frogger, Donkey Kong, Galaxian. I'm going to say Galaxian.
Correct. 1979.
Nice.
Pac-Man was 1980. Donkey Kong and Frogger both came out in 81.
Nice.
I like that he gave those little tidbits because that's how I write my questions too.
Thanks,
I give
B-Ride.
I give little tidbits. I like it. All right, question 5. 35. 45?
55.
What iconic caricature? Starting over.
Okay.
What iconic character hosted Movie Macabre before starring in a self-titled movie in 1988?
Elvira, Mistress of the Dark.
Yes. 56. Which planet in our solar system is the only one derived from a character in Greek mythology?
Jupiter.
No, Jupiter, I believe, is a Roman god.
Venus.
No, that's
Those are all
also
Roman?
Yes.
I don't know. When people say Greek and Roman, I don't really even know why. Are they very similar or something?
They're close. Well, they're close in proximity on the map.
No. I mean, in mythology. Like, isn't it like a lot of the stuff interchangeable or something?
Some of their they might share somewhat similar names, maybe a little bit.
What was the answer?
Uranus.
Oh, didn't know that one.
It's the Greek god of the sky.
Okay.
57. What TV show is centered on the passengers on Oceanic Flight 815?
What TV show? Lost.
Yes.
Yeah. I've never seen an episode. Have you?
Nope, not one. I know that there's something with a polar bear.
Okay.
That's
I know
all.
my mom watched one season and then she's like, that's enough.
Sounds about right. 58. What U.S. city is home to Buckingham Fountain and is featured on the opening credits of Married with Children?
Chicago.
He put a winking face next to that one
Because
for
he
you.
knows I'm from Chicago.
I know,
Thanks,
I'm
Brian.
saying it's just for you. 59. What is the name of the person that is the murder victim in the board game Clue?
Mr. Body. Mm-hmm. I wonder if he knows I like Clue, because I don't think he would know that.
Probably not.
Unless he listens to the podcast, because I talk about Clue a lot.
Maybe. Question 10. What's the name of Gargamel's cat on the Smurfs?
I've asked this question before, and I can't think of it. Is it Douche Nozzle, by any chance?
Yeah, that's right.
Gargamel's cat, Douche Nozzle?
Azrael?
Azrael.
All right,
I
and
could have
now,
got that if I really thought
ready?
about it.
Here you go. Here are 3 bonus questions just for Buds.
Oh, interesting. This just became 103 question podcast.
What wrestler hosted a game show? Okay, and this is just for Buds, so listeners, stop writing
And listening.
and listening. Plug your ears.
Okay.
What wrestler hosted a game show called Downfall, where contestants had to quickly answer questions or their prizes would fall off the roof of a building?
What? Chris Jericho.
Correct.
I don't think I never actually heard of that. That was totally a guess.
Oh, well, yeah, pulled that out of your arse and got it correct.
Interesting. Okay.
Question 2. Which wrestler played a vampire in his movie debut?
Edge.
Nope.
Gangrel.
Triple H.
Oh,
In
he was
Blade
in Blade.
Trinity.
Yep.
And question 3. Which wrestler played for the Atlanta Falcons, was on an episode of Law & Order SVU, and played a homicidal Santa Claus in a movie?
Bill Goldberg.
Correct.
Nice. I got 2 out of 3 of those bonuses.
Good job.
Thank you, Brian, from Last Name Brewing and the Upland, California area. We're jumping into the next 10. This is 61 through 70. These are 10 questions from Simon Time from the Simon Time Trivia Show in Florida, the Orlando, Florida area. He also hosts for a company called Earth Trivia. So check out Simon Time Trivia and Earth Trivia near Orlando, Florida. Here are 10 random questions from Simon Time. Question number 61. What was the theme song of Roy Rogers and Dale Evans? What was the
I don't know, but someone's crying. Hold on.
What was the theme song of Roy Rogers and Dale Evans? Question number 61 in this chunk. What was the theme song of Roy Rogers and Dale Evans? Now, do you know who they are?
He's a cowboy?
Roy Rogers was a cowboy. I guess Dale Evans was a cowboy. The answer is Happy Trails. Would you have known that?
No.
I feel like I've heard that before. Happy Trails.
I know the song. Happy Trails to
Oh,
you.
that's the song.
Yeah.
That's why I know it. Very
But
good.
I wouldn't have known that. No.
Okay, so no points there, but Roy Rogers, Dale Evans, Happy Trails. Question 62, what animal is scientifically known as Canis lupus? So Canis lupus. Canis lupus. What animal has that scientific name?
No idea.
Think about CAN, like the prefix for what kind of animal?
I have no clue.
Like canine. It was wolf.
Oh.
So Canis lupus.
Oh, well, lupus I should have known from Harry Potter.
Oh, like a werewolf.
Yes.
Lupin is his name, right?
Yeah, I should have figured that out.
Number 63, what girl group's second album was called Crazy Sexy Cool?
Spice Girls?
It was TLC. That's the only one I've known so far, TLC. Were you a TLC fan?
No.
No. You liked what, Uncle Cracker? You
that
went
was
to
like,
one Uncle Cracker concert. I'll never let it go.
Yeah, I didn't go to the concert for Uncle Cracker. I went for Third Eye Blind. Hello.
You went there
And Eve Six.
you went there as a Third Eye Blind fan. You left as an Uncle Cracker fan.
Yeah. I left as a crumb. That's what he calls his fans.
Is that true?
No, I don't know.
I was like, you would know, wouldn't you? 64. You're probably the leader of the crumbs. 64. What liquid condiment did the company Leah and Perrins begin producing in 1838? This is tough.
Vinegar?
No, but this is probably that has vinegar in it. How do you say that?
Worcestershire?
Worcestershire sauce? Mm-hmm. It's spelled Worcestershire sauce.
Yeah, it's Worcestershire.
Worcestershire sauce. So you were close.
Thanks.
65. What is the highest mountain in the 48 contiguous United States?
Teton.
Mount Whitney. Where's that? Is that around here?
It's in California.
Mount Whitney. Number 66. What fraction of an hour is 900 seconds?
Wait, what?
What fraction of an hour is 900 seconds?
I don't know. It's my bedtime. It's past my bedtime. I have no idea what that means. No, I don't know.
1/4 or 15 minutes is 900 seconds. 67. What color is the bullseye on an unofficial archery target?
Unofficial.
Is
Yellow?
it red, blue, or yellow?
Yellow.
It is yellow. Nice job. I would have said red.
I'm smarter than you.
You are. But I woke up every day on our honeymoon and I went and I played archery with
And I slept in.
a Dominican Republic worker who was dress up in like feathers and things and just wait for me every morning. It was the strangest interaction, but I enjoyed it. Number 68, what superhero is known as the Scarlet Speedster? Scarlet Speedster. You can figure this out. Superhero, super famous. Scarlet. What's another word for Scarlet? And
red.
Speedster. Who's red
Flash.
and fast? Yes, you got it. The Flash. We have to have you get one on this thing. Come on.
Thanks.
Simon's questions. Very tough. Simon Time Trivia. Orlando, Florida. Number 69. What do chefs call the master spice? You love
Garlic?
this. No.
Salt.
No.
Pepper.
Pepper. Yep. You put pepper on everything.
I do.
You put pepper on a bowl of Rice Krispies the other day. That was
That's a
disgusting.
lie. Who eats Rice Krispies? Gross.
70. What religious holiday was Abraham Lincoln assassinated on? I just happened to read this myself. Religious holiday Lincoln assassinated on. It's not like Christmas. It's a little less common.
It's like an unorthodox something, right? Like it says unorthodox like in the title or orthodox something.
No, I'm not sure.
Oh.
I don't think so. It's 2 words.
I don't know.
Good Friday.
Oh.
Assassinate on Good Friday.
I don't think I knew
You got
that.
2 out of 10 on that one, and we're jumping into the final fourth here.
I'm sucking.
The final 900 seconds.
Oh my God.
This is question 71 through 75. So we have 5 questions from Jen Wojnar, who was on an episode doing, I think, British TV shows and breakfast foods, and she is a great friend of mine and a TV producer and a fellow nerd buddy. So we have 5 questions from Jen. You got those?
All right, ready?
You're going to read those to me.
Yes.
All right.
What number are we on?
71.
All right, 71. According to James Gunn, and then in parentheses it says that monster, what was the meaning of Groot's last, I am Groot, in Infinity War? I haven't even seen Infinity War.
Yeah. You never saw it. What is the meaning of it?
According to him.
Are there choices or no?
Nope.
I have no idea.
Dad.
He's saying dad? All right, we just learned that. 72.
Besides Guardians of the Galaxy, which other Marvel character can speak Groot? Hint, he took it as an elective.
Oh, that was a line in Infinity War. Thor.
Yes.
He like
Talks to Groot.
The Groot says something and he goes, oh, I totally agree. And they're like, you know what he's saying?
Oh,
and he
okay.
goes, yeah, it was an elective on their planet.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's kind of a good line.
Which 2 Buffy the Vampire Slayer actors met on set in season 3 and married years later?
Sarah Michelle Gellar and Freddie Prinze Jr.?
No. Allison Hannigan, Willow, and Alexis Densoff was Wesley.
Who was Wesley?
Wasn't Wesley the librarian?
No, his name wasn't Wesley, was it? Wesley is Princess Bride. Does that help?
No.
No, Giles is his name.
Giles, yeah.
So he was a lot older.
Yeah, that's
All
what I
right.
was confused.
Did you know that?
No.
You don't know that character?
I can't think who Wesley is now.
All right, 74.
What is the name of the Facebook Watch show starring LeVar Ball and his talented basketball family?
Oh, Ball on Ball or something like that?
Ball in the Family.
Oh, yeah, that's
Clever.
right. Ball in the Family.
All right, and 5. In the MCU, what is Strategic Homeland Intervention Enforcement Logistics Division more commonly known as? So, Marvel Comic Universe, what is Strategic Homeland Intervention Enforcement Logistics Division more commonly known as?
I get it. SHIELD.
Yes.
Yes, SHIELD.
Correct.
All right. And then we have 5 more questions. These are from Brian Breaker from the Breaker and Bane Power Hour podcast. This comes out every Sunday, I believe. Check out Brian Breaker. He's been on the show before, Breaker and Bane. Breaker is a pro wrestler. He was on the first season of NXT, and Bane is a great rapper. So check them out. They are very entertaining, and they do challenges where they drink all the gross sodas, like cream corn soda, and they both take a sip of it and stuff.
Or like the ranch and...
Yeah, they've done a lot of the gross ones. So this is question 76 through 80 from Brian Breaker.
All right, ready? What city did Jim transfer to in season 3 of The Office?
Oh, that's so crazy. I was just, so you know, because I've been nonstop
I do
talking
know.
about season.
I do know. I live with you. I do know.
I've been watching season 8 and 9. I finally finished The Office.
Thank God. I'm sick of listening to it as I'm trying to go to bed.
Thinking about starting over
No,
from
don't.
season 1.
Don't. He lays in bed and watches it on his cell phone with no headphones. What kind of a jerk does that?
I don't like the headphone in my ear.
I don't care.
When I'm going to sleep.
I don't like it.
It is, let's see, the different offices. I don't know. I'm going to say the Philadelphia office.
Stanford?
Stanford. Okay.
No, M. Well, he has it with an M. He has Stamford.
Stamford, Pennsylvania.
Maybe.
All right. It's a good question.
All right.
77.
Barney and Ted want to own a bar at How I Met Your Mother. What did they want to call the bar?
Jugs.
Puzzles.
Oh, I do remember that for some reason.
I don't. I never finished.
There's
That's
no-
another show I never finished.
Yeah, we should probably watch the last because that's on Netflix or something, isn't it?
It's on something.
All right.
Most superheroes' alter egos have a day job. What
Real
is...
quick, this 77? No. 78? 78.
78.
Yep.
Sorry, 78. Most superheroes' alter egos have a day job. What is Daredevil's alter ego, Matt Murdock's real job?
Lawyer.
Good job.
2 Daredevil questions I got.
Interesting.
And 79?
On Angel leaves Sunnydale because of Buffy and ends up making residence in what city?
That's weird. There was a Buffy and now an Angel.
I know.
From
That's
two
funny.
different people.
Super funny.
So he leaves.
Sunnydale and ends up residing where?
Is it a new town or is it a fake town or a totally
I
real
don't
town?
know. You tell me.
I'm
His
gonna
name's
say-
Angel. The show is Angel.
Los Angeles.
Good job.
I was going to say New York. Is that 80?
No, last one.
Okay.
Justin Hartley plays the Green Arrow on Smallville, but actually filmed a pilot for a different DC comic superhero that wasn't picked up. What hero did he play?
Aquaman.
Correct.
I remember that. All right. So that was 80 questions down. And we are jumping into 81 to 85. Now, these are from a Patreon subscriber and great friend named Jess Whitener. She goes to school up north in California. And I've been told by her boyfriend, Cam, that she makes amazing cookies, the best cookies he's ever had. And I'm calling her out right now because I know she listens. I think you should send me and Ashley some cookies. You like cookies,
Ooh,
right?
I do. I'll be the judge of that.
Yeah. Jess, send us some cookies. That would be really good. These are the 81 through 85 questions from Jess Whitener. Here's question 81. In the 1995 Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie,
God.
what is the name of the morphological being that is released from an egg after 6,000 years?
Nope.
You weren't cool?
No, I was
saw
not
this
cool.
movie front row. It was so packed. We had to sit front row with our necks cranked.
That's
Me
hilarious.
and Steve Nelson and his older brother Brendan. The answer was Ivan Ooze.
No. Yeah.
Ivan Ooze. No points there. Number 82, what is the name of the hit single by Protozoa in the movie Xenon, Girl of the 21st Century?
Are you speaking English? Because this is straight up gibberish to my exhausted ears. I have no idea what any of that
The
meant.
answer was Supernova. I, too, have no idea what any of those words mean. So
didn't
if you're
know
listening to
any
the
of
show and
that.
you love Protozoa, Xenon, Girl of the 21st Century, send me an email. Let me know what that's all about. I'm not going to Google it. I refuse. RyanBudds@gmail.com. 83. Sister Act. I think you'll get this one. Sister Act, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, and Hook all have what actress in common? Sister Act, Harry Potter, and Hook. I would say it's almost all the Harry Potter, so I don't know why she put just Half-Blood Prince, but maybe she was just using one example. Hook, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, Sister Act, all have what actress in common? Can you think of it? At first I was like, what? And then I was like, oh.
Is it Snape?
No, it's Maggie Smith, so she's McGonagall in the Harry Potter movies. And
The old lady?
And then she's old Wendy in Hook. And then she is like the head of the nuns in Sister Act. I know the Sister Act movies real well. 'Cause
I know
last
you do.
Christmas,
This was like 3 Christmases ago.
2 Christmases ago, I watched both of them back to back on Christmas. Neither of them are Christmas movies. Here's 84. Which city is the show The League set in? We've watched a lot of this together. The League, probably 5 seasons, me and you.
Oh, crap.
What city is it set in?
LA?
It's not LA.
Philadelphia.
Chicago.
Oh, duh.
The bar they go to is Gibson's, but it's not.
Yeah, I knew
It's like a
that.
sports bar,
Yep,
like when on
but
the
it's
show.
filmed
But the
in it,
outside of
yeah.
it's Gibson's. Yep. And number 85, last question from Jess. What is the name of the all-male counterpart group to the Powerpuff Girls? So
God.
their villain.
I have no idea. I never watched the show.
You didn't watch a lot of these.
No.
It was the Rowdy Rough Boys.
Oh, did not know that. I've never heard of that ever.
Sounds like a great wrestling tag team, the
I
Rowdy
like it.
Rough Boys.
Did not know that. Never heard of it. I didn't watch a lot of TV as a kid, though. We've discussed this in other podcasts.
You've never seen Powerpuff Girls?
No.
Interesting.
I think I watched one episode with Annabelle, and I was like, nope, these little girls are snotty brats. We're not watching this. And I put that in the list
no-watch
of
pile?
no-watch pile.
With the Barbie shows?
Yep, with Barbie.
All right. Those are the 5 questions from Jess Whitener. They were very tough. But
Yes,
we
I
learned
did
some
terrible,
stuff.
Jen,
That
thanks.
was fun.
Yeah.
Jess.
Jess?
Yes.
What? Oh, I was looking at Jen's. I'm sorry. Sorry. I'm awake.
Jess, send us cookies. And we are going to jump into these last 15 questions. You're going to read these to me, I think.
Yeah.
And these are also from Drew Freudenberger. So thank you, Drew. And thank you, everybody who sent in these questions. Let's see how many we can get. For the 100th episode, we're going into the final stretch of 15, 85. through 86 through 100. Let's do it, Starling.
What word fills in the blank of this 2008 movie starring David Thewlis? I don't know who that is. The boy in the blank pajamas.
Striped.
Yeah. 87. What blackboard-shattering NBA player gave himself the nickname Chocolate Thunder?
Shaquille O'Neal.
Daryl Dawkins.
Oh, I thought he broke a lot of backboards.
I'm going to call you Chocolate Thunder.
You're going to call me that? What does that refer to?
White Chocolate Thunder?
White chocolate? I do like white chocolate.
You do. You love a good white
thunder.
chocolate.
And I like a good storm.
You're such a nerd.
All right.
88. Doritos brand chips were first developed by accident at what theme park before getting picked up by Frito-Lay as a commercial product? How do you discover a chip on accident?
I don't know. And it can't be Disneyland, right?
It is Disneyland.
Oh, all right.
How do you discover a chip on accident? What the hell does that mean?
You dip the cotton candy cone in and you pull it up and you're like, somebody put a goddamn chip in here.
That's orange. I'm going to lick it off my fingers.
Weird. Yeah, somebody dropped like nacho cheese in a cotton candy machine and there was just like a...
Oh, I get it. Made powder and then...
explosion.
All right. I buy it. All right, 89. What items in your car are activated via the supplemental restraint system?
What is activated?
Yeah.
Your brakes? Final answer, brakes.
Airbags.
Oh, okay. I get it. I thought it was saying like, you know how you brake and then the seatbelt tightens?
Yeah,
That's what I thought it was saying.
That was good.
Go back to Doritos real quick. Here's my invention. Just give me the Dorito dust in a shaker. And let me...
I think that exists.
Does it? Let me sprinkle it on different things.
I don't know. You know what I think's really gross is the Taco Bell Dorito thing. I don't like it. I don't know. I don't like it. It grosses me out. I don't like it.
You just bought a giant vat of ranch that you can shake on things. It's like ranch
that's a
powder.
shaker. Yeah,
Hidden
that's
Valley
cool.
Ranch shaker. That's exciting. You buy anything that says new on it. And most of the time I make fun of you, but this time I'm going to use that.
Yeah.
Put it on everything.
Sheila G's up there.
Sheila G and her brownie batter brittle.
We got 5 bags. All right.
Couple more
90.
and we're done.
Oh my God, 90. Let's see if we can knock it out before another kid wakes up.
Okay.
Before being syndicated in newspapers in 1999, what Aaron McGruder comic strip was a monthly feature in the hip-hop magazine The Source?
Family Circus.
You should see the look of confusion across from me.
Boondocks.
Oh, correct. You pulled that out. 91.
Yeah.
Which make of camera was first made in Japan in 1934?
Kodak.
Canon.
My mom had some old Kodak thing. What were they called? Brownie cameras or something? Wasn't there a camera called like a Brownie? It was like
You're
a
just
box
stuck on
you look-
Sheila G.
Yeah. She's
Sheila G's
she's
camera.
in my nightmares. If the camera doesn't work, sprinkle it on some old food. What? Doesn't make any sense. All right.
That's terrible.
It's night time.
God, I'm so tired.
Let's do these last
92. Which two of these 6 U.S. presidents died before reaching the age of 70? Chester Arthur, Dwight Eisenhower, Andrew Jackson, Theodore Roosevelt, William Howard Taft, Harry Truman.
Taft for sure died. Wait, who have died?
2 of these 6 presidents died before reaching the age of 70.
Taft was...
All of them are dead.
Yeah, that's true.
Which one died before
The ghost
70?
of Andrew Jackson is in this room right now.
Who the
We
hell
call
is
him
Chester
Marlon.
Arthur? I majored in history. Who the hell is Chester Arthur?
He used to bang around with Millard Fillmore. That's the other one people forget. Definitely Taft, right?
Well, I don't know. What's your answer?
One of my answers is Taft because he
Okay.
was fat as hell. There's no way he was 70.
He got stuck in a bathtub.
Yeah.
Okay, go on. How much would that suck? You're a president of a country and people remember you for being fat and stuck in a bathtub. That's sad.
Do you know what they're going to say about our current president? What they're going to remember about him? Let's see. Let's see here. I'm going to say the other one was Jackson. Was that right?
No, you were way wrong on both. Arthur,
Taft was over
whoever
70.
the hell Chester Arthur is,
Chester A.
he
Arthur.
died at age 57, and Roosevelt died at age 60.
Wow. I'm real dumb.
All right, 93. Including railroads, The heck? Including railroads. How many properties on a standard American monopoly board have names beginning with the letter S?
One more time.
These are so in-depth. Including the railroads, how many properties on a standard monopoly board have names beginning with the letter S? Now, side note, I find it interesting that he put on here American monopoly boards.
They have different names on all different countries.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Different streets and stuff. Yeah.
That's fun.
I can go around the whole board right now. We're going to do this. Ready? It has to be a property, not a space.
Oh, my God.
Okay. The first S is St. Charles Place. Then we have Short Line Railroad. Then we have...
I can promise you guys, he's literally not looking at anything right now. He's staring into
Dakota.
the air. Nope, that's incorrect.
Isn't there one called South Dakota?
No, it's not listed here in his answers.
Damn. Oh, no, I'm thinking...
You're thinking of the South American monopoly board.
Yeah. South Dakota. It has South America. Okay, Short Lines. I feel like there's another South something. I'm just going to say...
I'm going to go ahead and just tell you there's no South.
There's no South. Okay, so those two. St. Charles Place and Short Line.
St. James Place and States Avenue.
States?
That's what he's got on
It
here.
just says States Avenue?
Yeah.
No, that's not a thing.
He's got on your States Avenue.
States Avenue.
That's what's listed. It says 4. Short Line Railroad, St. Charles Place, St. James Place, and States Avenue.
Huh. I don't know which one States is. Interesting.
All right, 94. Eventually flowing through Alaska and letting out into the Bering Sea, in which Canadian province does the Yukon River begin?
The Black Sea.
Not a Canadian province. We're going to go ahead and just say British Columbia.
Okay.
All right, 95. Name the 4... I'm not even going to give you a chance to answer this. Name the 4 quarterbacks with the most career passing yards in Super Bowls. Hint, all quarterbacks appeared in more than one Super Bowl.
Dan Marino.
Nope, not even one of the 4. Tom Brady, Kurt Warner, Joe Montana, and John Elway.
Did you just say Joe Montana?
Joe Montana.
Come on. All right.
I had Princess Bride in my mind. All right. Isn't that his name? Montana?
No.
Montoya.
I'm so tired. You gotta get these last questions out.
According to Arthurian legend, what was the name of the island where Excalibur was forged?
Arthur's Island.
Avalon.
Okay, Avalon. I'm not doing so hot on these.
In the novel Atlas Shrugged, you're not going to know this either. Hank Rearden is a wealthy industrialist who made his fortune in what industry?
Blacksmithing.
Oh, close. Steel.
Oh, nice.
I like it. You were in the same industry.
Sure.
I'm going to give it to you. 98.
See, they're gonna do a
What?
new. It's called Atlas Med. And so it's MEHD, and it's just like Atlas Med. We should write that. People
That's
buy
funny.
it.
I don't even know what Atlas Shrugged is.
No, I don't. Ayn Rand. Keep going.
What?
I think that's the author. Ayn Rand.
Oh, I have no idea. I couldn't tell you. All right, 98. In the Ed Sheeran song Shape of You, last night you were in my room, and now what
My
smells
bed
like
sheets
you?
smell like you.
Why do you know that?
Because I play that song all the time at trivia.
Wow.
Plus, I'm a big Ed Sheeran fan. He gives hope to pale people everywhere.
He has written here, it says, music themed trivia at select locations next. And then the word's cut off. So I'm going to say next week, maybe. Is that what he wants you to plug?
Oh, maybe.
Music themed trivia at select locations next week.
Was that the last question, number 100?
No, that was 98. You still
Oh,
have
two more questions.
sucker.
Let's do it.
99. In the U.S., a bed or mattress, which is 76 by 80 inches, is typically referred to by what royal term?
California King? Or
Just
just
a king.
All right. King?
And question 100. Dun dun dun. Which character has been played on screen by Russell Crowe, Carrie Elways, Kevin Costner,
Carrie
and
Ells.
Errol
That's
Flynn?
the Princess Bride. That's Wesley.
Oh.
And who was the other one?
Kevin Costner and Errol Flynn.
Oh, Robin Hood.
Yes.
Did I get it?
You got it.
At least got the 100th question. That was pretty good. Although that was really the 103rd
High five.
question.
You made it to 100 podcasts.
Thank you for helping me with this episode and for always helping with, keeping the family in order and life and everything. Did you have fun doing these questions?
I did.
Thank you for writing questions for me. Thanks for answering questions with me. And thanks for being my partner in crime for all this fun stuff we get to do.
It's the first time I've gotten to talk to you for a couple weeks maybe.
I know. We'll get to do it all the time with the Daily Show now.
Oh, God.
Get excited.
No, I'm not staying up till 1 o'clock. No.
Brittle.
The babies are sleeping. I could eat bags and bags of brownie brittle. If I eat it during the day, Annabelle wants some. So I got to sneak it at night when she's asleep.
I'm going to start getting her that button candy we talked about. This is really good.
Lint.
This one's real linty.
You know what I watched the other day? It's really funny.
What?
This will be our, the last little thing people can, when they're done with your podcasting, you'll look this up.
Yeah.
You lint liquor. That commercial. You remember that commercial?
No. What is that?
You don't remember that? Mm-mm. Dirty mouth? Try Orbit.
You lint liquor?
Yeah.
How long ago was it?
I don't know. 10 years ago, maybe? But they're like, you cootie something something. She's like, you lint liquor? Shut the door. And then they but everything they say is like that. It sounds, dirty.
Uh-huh.
I called Mom a lint liquor the other day and she was like, what? And she was totally appalled. And I was like, it's from the commercial. So we had to look it up and it was funny. And then Annabelle proceeded to call us both lint liquors. Which made me laugh.
You guys are brownie brittle eating lint liquors.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for being on the show, hon.
Love you.
Love you. All right, that is our very long episode of the 100th Trivia with Budds podcast. Thank you so much for listening, so much for letting me bring this show to you each and every week, and now every single day. Tomorrow starts day 1 of the Daily Dose of the Trivia with Budds podcast, and it's all about the first lines of books. So if you like literature and novels, definitely check out tomorrow's episode. And if you want to support the show, go to patreon.com/trivia with Budds. And if you want to help it grow, get some sweet rewards for helping it grow too. Rate, review, subscribe wherever you listen, tell a friend, and thanks again so much for listening. Here's to another 100 episodes. Cheers.